In this video, we're going to talk about how to create a self-checking card sort using the Desmos computation layer. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to choose card sort as the option. And what that does, it creates a panel over here where we can now put either a text, an image, or a graph into our Desmos card sort. So what we're going to do first is we're going to create just a graph. So I'm going to say y equals 3x plus 2. And that has created the graph card that a student will now be able to sort. What I'm going to do in this is I'm going to create a small card sort activity where we match an equation of a graph to its actual graph. So what you then do to create the equations, you do a math text or card. You can type the equation, but what I like to do is I like to come here and copy the LaTeX from the card and then just paste it in there. And then it'll do exactly like I want it to. The reason I like doing that is because the fractions become a little bit easier. And actually, now that I think about that, you have to click the type math first and then paste it. And then it looks a little bit more like a math equation. So let's do another one. Well, I think I'm going to keep the same y-intercept, but change the slope to be y equals 1/3 x plus 2. And again, I'm going to copy that LaTeX equation that Desmos makes and put that into an equation card. Now you can create as many equations as you want. You can create as many cards as you want to be matched to each other. But what you would then do, once you've created the cards, you're going to make your answer key. So you're going to come here to the answer key and we say, okay, well, I know y equals 3x plus 2 is that one right there. And I know that y equals 1/3 x plus 2 is that one right there. Now, if you make a mistake, you can always just take it and drag it somewhere else if you needed to. But in this case, we have our answer key and we have created that. Then what you're going to do that is you're going to name your entire sort here. Just call it a name. What I do is I call it sort to make sure that it knows that this is the sort of the entire activity. Now we're going to go to the computation layer for the entire card sort activity, which is this right here. So we're going to click on that, and this opens up our computation layer. So what we're going to do first is we're going to create like our two variables. So the first one is going to be that match is going to be the sort, which was the whole thing that we created. That's why we named it matches key. And what that's going to say is like, does the sort that a student created, does that match the key that we created? And then the next thing we're going to do is say correct equals, oh, it's spelled correct wrong, correct equals sort, because again, that's the name of the thing we're trying to pull something from. Total cards correct, or total correct cards. And that tells me how many total cards are correct that I have sorted. Finally, we're going to call this activity complete when match is yes. Otherwise, we're going to say no. So essentially what that's saying is we're going to say that this activity is complete when we have a match yes, or it's going to be no if we don't have the match. Finally, what we're going to do is we're going to say put a subtitle on our activity. So this is going to be how we communicate to our students what they've done. Match is key. And then we're going to say that we want it to be the variable of complete, so whether or not it is complete or not. And then we also want us to give them this idea of total correct, so that way they know how many cards they have correct. And we will give that the qualifier of our correct. And then we need to close our quotation mark to make sure that that subtitle is now done. So essentially, this whole part is what's communicated to students. It's saying like if it matches the key, well, we're going to say that's either going to say yes or no when it has matched or not matched. And then over here, it's telling them how many they've gotten correct. So what that's going to look like now is if I go and preview this, notice up here on the top, it says that it doesn't match the key and I have none of my cards correctly matched. If I take this and I match this with the right one, I now see, okay, I've matched 2 of my cards correctly, but it still doesn't match the key. If I were to have taken it over here, I would have seen, okay, I actually don't have any correct. As soon as I connect the two, I see, yes, I've gotten that totally correct. Notice we get this check mark here. So that's telling me that in the teacher dashboard, we're going to get that check mark so that way we are able to see when students have completed the activity or not. And that is how you would build a card sort using the computation layer.